You keep thinking whether you should get a credit card to your kids? Well, you came to the right place. To do me a favor, hit the like, subscribe, and notification button so you know whenever the new video comes out. So let's just jump right in. 2023 is your year. We'll bring new opportunities, we'll seek new opportunities, we'll grow, we'll bring new values, new principles to our lives, and share those with our kids. Well, this is just a start. Many times even I have been thinking whether I should be giving credit card to my kids who are turning teenagers or who are teenagers, but you never get a right answer. Well, I'll be presenting some of the facts to you guys, which will help you make that decision and walk you through that path and make a better credit for your kids. So when they are ready to buy their car or their new house, they don't have any credit problem. They'll have a good credit where they can get a good financer or a good interest rate and get on with their lives with a healthy credit. Kids will go to these fun parks, and a lot of these places like Six Flags or any other carnivals will not take cash. My kids went to one of these amusement park and they were with the friends in the school and they will not take cash. What do? They only take credit. And well, you don't give credit card to young kids. I mean, you get worried, right? So that's one of the main reasons I have seen that kind of helps in this digital age. Everybody is going cashless, and everybody at least trying to go cashless. And if they have a credit card, that will help and kind of give them convenience. And I mean, you will know what they buy. So you can control or you can even love this idea when you give them the credit card and not have to carry the cash. And these days, it's all about digital payment and using those Venmos or PayPals. And now, if they have a credit card, that'll help them whenever they are at these places instead of carrying cash, which they can lose. And you know how the kids are. And if they have a credit card, it's easy. You can just monitor it. And if they lose, obviously, you have to block the card immediately. But now with this that's one of the main reasons that kids love this idea of having a credit card is the convenience and not carrying cash all places. Other reason I think is very valuable is building their credit history. So the earlier you get them a credit card, I'm not saying to get them a credit card at the age of 10. Let's get them at the age of 16. And when they are more responsible, that helps them to build a credit. Now, you don't have to go there and get them an independent credit, which is very difficult to get at that age. You can add them as an authorized user on your account, but be careful. Don't add them in an account which, if you have any late payment or had any issues in past which have been marked on your credit history. You don't want to start them with a bad marks. You want to start them with a good slate. If it's not you, maybe somebody else in the family who can add them as an authorized user. Now, when you add them as an authorized user, you're not giving access them to your entire account. You're just giving them a credit card. And with all these options from Bank of America, American Express, Discover, you can literally control the budget or the amount they spend on their credit card. So you don't have to worry about of them going crazy in a restaurant or a bowling alley or somewhere else. You know how much max they can spend, and you can add notification to your account. So whenever there is a transaction, you get a information of that or a notification of that. They help you monitor. So you're helping them to build a good credit from an initial stage. Now, one other tip I want to give you is, you will see a lot of time I have seen people saying that I got a cable put on my name by my parents before 18. Well, a good tip, you can just call those credit history companies or credit company and tell them that was put on your name before the age of 18 and without your authorizations. They should be able to take that out without hitting your credit score. So that's a good tip out there. So building this credit does not only help kids to have a credit, but have a healthy credit. So when they are ready at the age of 19 or 20 to buy their first car, they don't have to pay a 19% or a 20% interest rate because they have no credit or they have a bad credit. This will help them to get a good deal on those cars or their dream cars. I mean, if you are going with 20% interest or 19% interest, you're approximately paying a $2,000 extra just for a $10,000 car. Do you want your kids to be working harder I mean, you should be teaching your kids the lessons you have learned, right? So let's make those grounds easier for them to stand on. And this will help them to build their credit. So when they are ready to buy a house or buy an apartment, they will have a good, healthy credit because they started early, because you get them started early and build their credit history. I mean, you'll see a lot of people have no credit or a bad credit. I mean, no credit is much worse. So it will be helpful to start as early as possible. Now, guess what? Having a good, healthy credit not does just only help in getting a car or getting a house, it also helps in jobs. Yes, you guessed it right. A lot of the companies look for your credit score before they give you an offer letter, or even after giving an offer letter as a background check. So that also helps in getting a job. So it's really crucial. The earlier we start, the better it is. Now you can get them started by adding them as an authorized user in one of your credit card by the age of 14, 15 or 16. But when they turn 18, they can also get their own credit card. They can get one of those secure credit card. Now the way secure credit card works is basically you have to make a deposit, and deposit is just your credit limit. So if you deposit $2,000, that will be your credit limit until you start building it more and keep adding it. So that kind of controls them. Now, one of the main things even the school teaches and is financial literacy. But one thing they don't teach in financial literacy is how to build your credit. And I think even financial budgeting is lacking in a lot of the households. And that's something everybody should be doing with their kids in their household, is to start teaching them about credit, how to read a credit report, and financial budgeting. Now, credit card does not only give them independence to spend, but you have to tell them they have to be responsible with these credit cards, the way they spend, because it's a hard-earned money, right? It could be yours, or it could be kids working on a job. So they should be, you want to make sure you educate them with credit utilization. And once they are above 18, they can start having things in their own names, and how applying, we can start applying to new credit cards and requesting credit increases as they grow, as their income grows. So those things will help them to build a healthy credit. Now, if you're thinking, where should we add our kids as authorized user? Now, there are a lot of companies which does not have age limit. So I think Bank of America, Citibank, Wells Fargo are to name some of the few which really does not require you to have age limit. And you can easily add them as a authorized user. You know, financial literacy and utilization of credit. The kids who starts to understand that better, let's say that at the age of 16, been understanding, and you're helping them understand for 2 years, and before they leave for college, they will do phenomenal when they're independently by themselves. So they will do great things, and they will be able to manage and understand the responsibility of managing finance and budget. I hope you find this information helpful. If you have done this before, just please leave a comment. I'd love to hear back from you. Or if you're planning to do it, and let me know how it turns out. I love to hear your feedback and comments. And until we meet again, this is your friend Samit. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Life with Samitaga, and like and share. And definitely don't forget to hit the notification button. Thank you, and be kind to each other.